football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you hear them birds chirping. It's morning time here in South Florida. Get my day started. And I figured, while I get my day started, we talk some boxing, because that's what we do here on True School Sports. Now, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Y'all know I love Jaron Ennis. I love Boots. I went to his gym last year. Great guy, great person, great family. I have nothing but positive things to say about Jaron Ennis as a fighter. But, however, I have a responsibility, and I have to be content to tell the truth when it comes to the sport of boxing, right? So, you guys know I've given both Terence Crawford and Earl Spence a lot of flack. I call them the two divas and all kinds of things like that. Because that whole Crawford-Spence saga has been nothing short of frustrating, right? But now, this really adds a new caveat and a new twist to Terence Crawford in the welterweight division, because BLK Ennis, he did an interview recently, and I believe it was on the Tunde Ajayi podcast with Spencer Ferron. The Fight Is Right, but I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. But in his recent interview, he stated that basically, like, BLK Prime, who promotes Terence Crawford, they had reached out to BLK and Boots about making a fight happen with him and Terence Crawford. Now, BLK pretty much said that they shot the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford down because why? They're loyal to Showtime. They're loyal to Showtime, and basically that they had to talk to Showtime, which I understand because they have that working relationship with Showtime. So I get where he's coming from. He doesn't want to be disloyal or whatever. But where I have a problem, or where I don't want to say a problem, where I have what I don't understand, what I have a misunderstanding is in that same statement. So he says that Terence Crawford and Boots can't happen because, they're loyal to Showtime, this, that, and the third. But then he says at the end of his statement, oh, well, I don't even have an actual contract signed with Showtime. It's just, word of mouth agreement, verbal agreement. So my thing is this. If there's nothing legally binding that's tying you up for making a Terence Crawford fight happen, then why are you waiting on Al Heyman and Showtime to give you a date? Why are you waiting on Showtime and Al Heyman to make the Terence Crawford fight happen? Because if we've learned anything from Showtime and Al Heyman, they don't want to make the fight happen, right? We know that already. If 2022 taught us anything about Terence Crawford fighting any other top guys, it should be that they're not that Showtime and the powers that be on that side are not interested in Terence Crawford fighting any of the top guys, whether it be Spence or Ennis, right? Who, by the way, technically Ennis really isn't even their guy, because if what BLK Ennis is telling us is the truth, and I got to take BLK at his word because I met BLK Ennis, he's a stand-up guy, hell of a trainer, definitely a boxing savant, forgot more about boxing than I'll probably ever come to know. Guy is great, guy is brilliant. He's raised a great son into a great talent. And because his son is so talented, I feel like that talent should be displayed more often. And I'm sorry, but him saying, BLK Ennis saying that they're not going to fight Terence Crawford because of Showtime and they're loyal to Showtime and all this, it sounds like they're avoiding Terence Crawford. It sounds like they don't really want the fight, because it's easy to say you don't want the fight. It's easy to say you want the fight, but then when the fight is actually presented to you and you can actually make it, then you don't go ahead and actually make it. Like, hello, in life, like, you have to literally do everything you can to make whatever it is you want to happen. You can't be out here leaving stones unturned. So I feel like that's what they're doing. I feel like BLK Ennis, Jaron Ennis, as much as I like them, and as much as I've talked trash in the past about why didn't Terence Crawford call Jaron Ennis, and you know what? I gotta repent. I gotta apologize to Terence Crawford, because when he fought at Venetian, I said, why the hell didn't he call Virgil or Boots, right? Now, Virgil, we know the deal with that. Virgil pretty much is going another route. That's why he's fighting Stanionis. That's already been kind of uncovered. The Boots thing is a little bit different because now it's been revealed by Boots' own team and his dad himself that they called. Terence and BLK Prime actually did what I wanted, and when the opportunity was presented, Boots didn't go ahead and take the fight. So now, I hate to say it, I really do hate to say it, but these next couple fights for Boots Ennis are going to be very interesting because either A, he's going to get those marquee fights that are going to push him and make him a household name and a star in the sport, or B, he's going to be fighting these like no-name guys or cannon fodder opposition. And I really do think, because you look at the amount of fights he has. Jaron Ennis already has like, what, 28, 29, 30 fights. He's got more fights than damn near Earl Spence and Crawford, you know? So with that being said, if Boots doesn't get like a marquee name in this division soon, his career is going to start trending in the direction of a Demetrius Andrade, which is that of a fighter who we know is extremely talented, can beat anybody in the world, but isn't in those fights that can ultimately prove at the highest level what he can do. And we might actually get robbed of seeing Jaron Ennis be the best he can be in boxing, and wouldn't that be a tragedy? Wouldn't that be something horrible, you know? So I'm very, to say I'm disappointed with what BLK Ennis is saying would be a massive understatement. To my knowledge, you know, I know they're talking about Crawford versus Rocha, and that's probably what's gonna happen. I would think so. But you know, if they had the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford, why not take it? You didn't train Boots his whole life, right? BLK didn't train Boots his whole life to basically be fighting Romain Villa and Janelson Figueroa and that level of opposition that Showtime's gonna probably start feeding him. Castillo Clayton, Cody Crowley, like you can only fight that level of opposition for so long. You know, Karen Chukajan, you gotta eventually fight one of these top names. And there are cases in the sport where guys get avoided and ducked, and there have been guys, I know personally, guys that have avoided and ducked Jaron Ennis, but this ain't one of them times. Bud Crawford called, they didn't answer, so whatever happens next is solely on them. But I still like Mr. BLK Ennis. It's no disrespect. So before anybody from Philly get in the comments going crazy, because every time I'm not like 150% on Boots' side on something, you always get somebody from Philly in my DMs on Instagram or on the comments talking crazy. It's no hate. Listen, it's no hatred. I don't hate Boots. I love Boots. In fact, I'm saying that he should have fought Crawford because I like him so damn much. And I'm disappointed, you know, so we'll see what happens, man. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that BLK Ennis is right to stay loyal to Showtime even though he's not contractually obligated to Showtime? Turning down the offer that he purportedly said BLK Prime made to try to make a Terence Crawford fight. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.